Example. So you defended one Charles Entry, this gentleman who is alleged to have made an attack, attempted to kill the former president Mahama.
That is correct.
And it was you defended him and got him basically freed on a mental incapacitation.
That's correct.
Charge. Did you have problems with the NDC? Say, look, this man wants to kill our man, and then you are defending him. Did you have problems?
Well, you know, in every political party, you will have three categories of people. You have the liberals, you have moderates, and you have conservatives. There are many conservatives that may say that, no, why do you defend this person who wanted to kill your president?
And did you have people like that?
Oh, yes, of course. We had people who were like that.
High-ups?
Well, I wouldn't say high-ups. There are people within, I mean, there are people who had that concerns. There are many people who engaged me on those matters. I recall that I had about 2015 primaries. It was one of the questions I had to answer over and over and over again, just letting them know that, look, we should be able to have values that you will live for.
Was President Mahama disappointed that you were defending this
Not
child?
at all. He was not.
Did he ever talk to you about it?
We have never talked about that, even though we've had times that we've had certain conversations. He's loved my human rights advocacy. He's supported my human rights advocacy, and he's never raised any concerns about that. But there are people who have raised those concerns that I've tried and clarified to them that, look, it's important that, you know, you hold some standards. You know, what is wrong, like I said, truth must be absolute. What is wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter. You see, like, it's just like what is happening today. And people have gone to sleep. And I feel sad. There are many people who have sought to be voices of the law in this country. When things are wrong, we expect, and it's a legitimate expectation, that they will come out and say that, look, this is not how things must go. We have seen that some types of very, wrongful arrests. Recently, we saw how somebody was arrested, and in his hands, on televisions, emanating from our law enforcement agencies. Very wrong. But everybody's quiet. Why must it be like that?
You were not quiet. You were not quiet, though.
Yes, but where is the conscience? You see, it must not be just one voice out there.
Well, it takes one person to start a movement.
Well, I think that we are just too slow at warming up to this movement.
And that's why you are there. That's why you are there.
Ghanaians needs to
Francis
rise
Xavier.
up.
That's why you're there.
We need to rise up against this obvious injustice in our system.
And maybe that's why you shouldn't run for MP. You should stick to your human rights role.
Well,
and put all your vim
running
and your
for
energy
MP,
into
running
it.
for
You are
MP
diluting your vision and
not
focus.
at all. Running for MP is not going to stop it. And nobody should make that mistake. In fact, it's going to give me a bigger platform to become the voice of the people as
You already have a national platform. You have an international platform. You speak on international platforms.
Being on that platform will not help you affect laws, legislations. It will not help you rally other people to go that way so that, you know, you bring out laws that will benefit the generality of Ghanaians. I
disagree with that. I mean, one young lady took a photograph of a camera of a gentleman who was being executed in public, and the number of riots that emanated from that action has led to so many changes. They've charged the people swifter than they would have charged them. George Floyd's brother spoke to the UN. Action can happen at any level.
See, that is true.
You don't need to be an MP.
No, that is very, very true. But there are things that would happen in Parliament that would not necessarily be sparked by George Floyd. George Floyd is just one of. Can you imagine the number of legislations that are affecting blacks? And if there were no black legislators in Parliament or in positions, and what they've been doing in terms of advocacy and lobbying and so on and so forth. So there are sparks. You see, there are things that will spark such actions. But when those actions are sparked, you need people in strategic positions that can champion those, or that can give voice, or that can give strength to those sparks. As we speak now, there are many things that would happen with my candidature or with my becoming a member of Parliament in this country.
Name one.
Well, one of them I've told you already has to do with making sure that we revolutionize a lot of our laws that don't need to be on our statute books.
Which one would you go for first? Which one would you go for first?
There is one, like non-custodial sentence, is one of the things that I am going to champion and actually fight for at all costs.
So that if you are caught with 1 gram of ganja or weed, you shouldn't.
Well,
be
already,
jailed.
even as we speak now, that is already being passed into law. We are only waiting for the presidential assent. That
So something similar to that.
Something similar to that.
What are the other ones?
And there are many. There are many. See, there are a lot of things of social injustice. For example, I've realized in all the years of practice that when victims of crime are not protected in this country, and there is no known law that properly compensates and supports victims of crime. So I've been holding a criminal watching brief for a 12-year-old girl impregnated by 2 men.
That's not possible. How can 2 people impregnate 1 woman?
Well. What it means is that all of them had an opportunity.
Yes, but only one of them got her pregnant.
Well, at the point of this trial and everything, DNA was immaterial because the point is that 2 men have been sleeping with this girl.
Which is the serious issue.
You see? And now 2 men get convicted and sentenced. 18 years. Everybody is cooling off in Isawam. So what happens to the 12-year-old girl? The state has no provision for her. There is nothing.
So where is the case right now? So what's happening?
Well, I mean, she has been under my protection. We've been able to put her. She's back in school. She's back in school and she's studying. And we have rehabilitated her. She's undergoing all kinds of, counseling and processes. But my point is that as a state, we don't have any provision for things like this. When you look at the social haven or our social welfare system, it's a completely broken system, not funded. It has nothing. It has no serious backing. These are things somebody needs to think about. Somebody needs to give a voice to back in Parliament.
And the man who wants to give a voice to the voiceless is none other than the NDC's parliamentary candidate for the good people of Medina, Francis XAVIER SOSU. You're watching The Next MP. Stay with us.